Good morning. You are listening to the Chat Show, and we are down here at what is now a rainy studio, Shore Studio at the Grandstand. Well, what's this? There's water, Chris.
I know, it's cold. I don't like it. That's why I've got my jumper on.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, so we just had a lovely chat with Josh Brookes, and we're going to have a chat in just a moment with Tim and Mark as well. Just want to let you know how to get in touch. You can text 166177. You can email studio@radiott.com. We are on Facebook Live as well, so you can post comments on there. And just another quick shout out as well for if you're listening to the practices and races over the next few days, that we do now have this FM coverage. Because I messed it up earlier, I'm going to say it again. In Douglas and Ramsey, you can listen on 87.9 FM, and in Sulby in the northwest, it's 100.6. Was that right, producer Alex? That was right that time. So yeah, do get in touch with us, such as Adrian, who's just sent us a message from the Philippines to say fantastic shows. Really enjoyed the interview with Dean this week. Humble, funny guy. Also enjoyed listening to Josh. He spoke very eloquently, and good luck to the Norton team. Hoping everyone gets round safe and sound. So thanks very much to Adrian for that.
Good morning to Tim Reeves. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, guys. You all right?
Yeah, good. And Mark Wilkes. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, guys.
Nice.
Looking very chipper for this time of the morning.
Yeah, I'm a bit like Josh. I'm not really a morning person either.
Neither are we. Don't worry. We're coffee fueled.
Well, you get your coffee on board. Quickly back to last night, boys. A bit better last night, wasn't it? Any problems still, Tim? 114 point. We got 114.06 and 114.37. Happy with them?
Yeah, I'm, to be honest, mate. Yeah, you know, really last night was like our Monday night. We had, we only got to Balaf and to the Black Cat the first two nights. So yeah, I'm over the moon really. If we could have done those times on Monday, that would have put us quite up the front. So, you know, although we know our way around here very well now, it's just when you come back, you need a couple of 3 or 4 laps to at least, you know, blow the cobwebs out and build up to the fast sections, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of sections, maybe 60-70% which are all flat out in top gear and full throttle, and there's lots of places where you have to build up to that, just not to level off and just keep it flat out. So yeah, we probably could do with another couple of laps, but unfortunately it's not looking so good at the moment, is it? So
yes, I know. Stopping at the Black Hut the other night, did he give the guy his screwdrivers back, Mark? By the way, I seen something on Twitter about somebody
that was a great video.
Bless them, they were diamonds up there. Yeah, they really looked after us, made us tea and gave us biscuits and all sorts. Yeah, but yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah, no, they're stars. All the marshals out there, they do a fantastic job.
What did you have to fix?
Well, we couldn't fix it. We couldn't find the problem whilst we were out there. We got the fairing off with the screwdriver, which I did return. And yeah, we couldn't find the problem until we got back. We managed to start it back up again, and on the way back it just kept cutting out. But we managed to get it back to the paddock. So
that's the important thing, isn't it? Getting yourself back here, because you don't want to be stuck up there at the Black Hut or the middle of the mountain mile. You're wrecked, don't you?
It was getting cold as well.
Oh. Getting cold. We'll put a jumper on then or something. You'll get warmer. So we're going to ask is the problems that you've had. I mean, Tim, you've been here quite a long time now at the TT. You know, this is what this place does. Little things, just little silly daft things, just annoy the whole lap, don't they?
Yeah, you know, you just need a little bit of luck. And unfortunately, I've got to admit that both of the first 2 nights, they were both my fault. The first night, we fitted a new engine, and it's so easy to get distracted. You know, there's so many people that stop and talk to you and want to talk to you, and we've always got the awning doors open. So unfortunately I was in the middle of doing a job and some people stopped and wanted to talk, and I just stopped and spoke to them and just forgot to do the earth strap up. It's something as simple as that. You know, I went back to doing what I was doing and just went round it, and we got to there and the bolt popped out, and then obviously it stopped. So, and then the second night we set off quite good. We caught a couple of riders in front of us on the road and couldn't get by, because obviously with a sidecar it's quite frustrating. And there was the guy in front of us had caught Dave, and then we caught a pair of them and just couldn't get through. I was a bit frustrated and went into Balaf Bridge a bit hot and jumped a bit high, and unfortunately the chain jumped off. So both my fault. And you know, we've prepared really well again. You know, after all, this is my 10th year now, and it just seems to be. I don't build my TT bike any different than my World Championship or British Championship bike. And last year we went all season without a DNF. We had 10 pole positions, 20 wins, lap records everywhere. We've started the World Championship campaign this year, been 100% reliable. We've won 2, had a second, leading the World Championship quite comfortably. Seem to come here prepared no different and just have no luck. It's stuff that, I mean, those 2 things were, to this week, you know, like I said, were just my fault really. But last year, the second race, we had a brand new component failure, and it's just, yeah, just maybe we'll get some luck.
Have you ever been down to the ferry bridge to say hello to them?
I haven't, no, but I think I might well pay a visit.
Yeah.
Actually,
Ryan Farquhar
That'll
used to do that a
help.
lot. Yeah, looking at the world champion, you've got 70 points. Pekka and Jussi have got 54, and Ben and Tom have got 43. So season's been quite good. I believe the last race and the race before that was something special to watch.
Yeah, Slovakia ring. It was a new circuit. None of us had been there before, and it was an amazing place. And yeah, we had a real good dust up. There was 4 of us. We crossed the line under a second, covered all 4 of us. Yeah, me, Ben was second, Benny Straw was third, and Pekka was fourth. It was a pretty phenomenal race. Yeah, it's probably one of the best sidecar races that's been in the World Championship wise for a few years now, really.
And it's good to see it's not just you and you and Ben there, or Pekka, or any others in there. There's 3 or 4 years, which is good. What do you make of Dave's new outfit, Dave Molyneux's new outfit? I mean, it's a bit. He always does something a bit radical, David, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's very. I mean, don't get me wrong. He prepares stuff very well. He's made a fantastic job of doing it. It wouldn't be my cup of tea, to be completely honest with you. I don't know. I've spoke to him this week a few times. He seems really, really relaxed. Normally Dave's on edge with the build up to the TT. But yeah, I don't know if he's gone the right way or not. I mean, we'll have to wait and see until on Saturday, won't we?
You never know with Dave.
You never know with Dave. Yeah, I mean, at the moment he doesn't seem to quite have the pace at the moment. But then you never know with him. He might turn up on Saturday and surprise us all.
What do you think of the future of sidecar racing is here at the TT? Because it's not a big entry, which is a lot. It's been documented in other places on various social media platforms that there isn't a big entry of it, but we're still getting the pretty good lap speeds. And I'm looking down on the list last night. All the crews, 42 of them, all over the 100 mile an hour. We had 31 crews. It'll probably be a bit less than that, all over 105. And we had how many crews? We had quite a few crews all over the 110. So the quality's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a hard, because there's not much money in the sport. It's a difficult thing to get youngsters into. But the quality, the entry here now is good quality, like you just said. And I think I've had a conversation with Paul about this and the organisers.
That's Paul Phillips.
Yeah. Sorry, they need a minimum of 30 really to warrant running the class, and I don't think it'll ever die. I think there'll always be that many, and I think the sidecars are quite a valuable part of the TT program because it offers some variety, to the program, and I think it'll always be safe. It's just I think there'll always be 30, 35 bites. It's just a shame it's not the heyday of when there was 70 or 80 like there was 20 years ago.
It's a lot of money though, isn't it? I mean, just ballpark figure if you can. If you don't want to, just say something. What does it cost you to prepare this bike? Because obviously you've got your long bike, your World Championship bike. What sort of money are you talking for this, to set this bike up?
Yeah, it's between 45 and 50,000 to build it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then obviously that's only with one engine. Then you need another 2, 3. Well, we've got 5 engines.
And then running costs as well.
9,000 a go, and yeah, it's very expensive. Obviously, then you need different fuel for here, which is a lot more expensive than normal. And just nearly 3 weeks of being here. But yeah, it's unfortunately for us that we're lucky that we do it full time. So, but it gets harder every year, and obviously I'm not getting any younger, and trying to get money out of people to be involved with the sport when you're nearly in your mid-40s is not very easy. So you could do with being a bit younger, really. Can't rewind time, unfortunately.
No, none of us can, and we can't do that. So, any other questions in there, Chris?
Yeah,
from
quite
people?
a few. Just
good.
it's interesting you're saying about the cost. It's great you've got someone who really believes in you, and Carl Cox, though, isn't it? Which is fascinating to have someone who's a DJ who's sort of really thrown himself into this sport. What's it like being on his team then?
Yeah, it's great. He is an absolute fanatic. He just loves motorsport, and he likes to help the people that he likes the sort of grassroots side of it more than anything, and he does a bit of drag racing himself. So I think he's got something like 95 bikes and ridiculous amounts of cars. Yeah, he's a real petrol head, and he's a real great bloke. He really just loves it, absolutely loves it.
He's doing a DJ set up at Connors, isn't it? The Connors coffee shop in Ramsey.
Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
Are you going up by it to
some
massive beats?
We'll pop up and have a listen. Yeah, he's, I don't know. I think it's invite only. Unfortunately, it's a shame. I think it's going to get a lot of interest and be good for Connor, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Mark, have you made TT so far? Good, Mark Wilkes.
Yeah, no, spot on. It's I mean, last year was my first year coming as a newcomer, so there was a lot of pressure on me last year because obviously for me to perform, because Tim knows his way around, so there was a fair. Not that the team put any pressure on me, but I've put a lot of pressure on myself, But yeah, found my way around fine, and we, last year we done all right, to be fair.
You got an award, didn't you?
Yeah. I got fastest newcomer and that, so
that's all right.
Yeah, no, spot on that is. So yeah, and then like Tim said, this year, it's not going our way at the moment. But last night we got a couple of laps in, and so it felt good.
It must be a huge difference as a passenger going around something like a TT circuit with all those bumps and then sort of walls coming at you and everything as well. How hard did you find that transition?
Well, to be honest, I mean, when I was learning the circuit, I learned it mainly just on onboard videos on my iPad at home. I did come over 2 or 3 times and drive the track, but it's not the same, because you're on open road, so you're on the left-hand side of the road all the time, and you just don't get. Whereas the onboard video, you're on the racing line, so it's a better indication of what you got to do and whatnot. So that was how I learned it, and we went alright. Despite last year, it was terrible weather, wasn't it? We got out, I think, twice before race. So it's spot on. So.
Great, there's so many women in it as well. There's lots of women in the sidecar teams as well, isn't it? Which is good.
Yeah, little Estelle and Melanie, they seem to go good, don't they? The French.
They do, they did 107
really
and a bit last night. Who else have we got? We obviously got Fiona with Tony. Tony, Tony. God love him.
He amazes me. He's
incredible, isn't it?
We went to the last 3 years. We've been fortunate enough to be invited out to New Zealand with the Carl Cox lot and to do the championship out there, which is fantastic. And Tony went as well, and he was phenomenal. He finished second behind us in the championship, and he just, I think he amazed people out there. They couldn't believe it. They saw this oldish guy, and they couldn't believe how fast he was. He's amazing.
He's quick, isn't he? He is quick. Just on 8:46 now here on Manx Radio TT. We're live from the show shop at the back of the TT grandstand. I think we might have the Met guys on yet. I think we do. We're going to have the Met. We'll take the break and then we'll get the Met guys on, because I want this rain to go away, because I'm going to ride up to Manx Radio TT Towers on my scooter and I'm going to get wet. Back in a moment.